Where the party at? Where the party at? High roller in the building, Diamond K in the mix. East side, west side, everybody turn up quick.
Who run the city? Who run the city? High roller records, Diamond K is litty.
East side, west side, whole squad getting busy. Where the pie, west side, whole squad getting busy.
Where the party is? Right here. Where the bottles at? From Park Heights down to Monument Street. We keep it turned up, everybody on beat.
What's up, family? It's your man, Diamond K. Of course, this is the Diamond K Show, powered by On Fire Broadcasting, politics, news, and pop culture with logic, receipts, and the Baltimore perspective. Of course, new episodes air Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on firebroadcasting.com. Catch us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, and like I said, on firebroadcasting.com. Follow me everywhere at The Diamond K Show. And on Substack, I am Diamond K. Business inquiries and ad spots. Email djdiamondk@gmail.com. So, happy Monday to everybody. It's not a happy day for Newsmax. The Dominion settlement is over. In our lead story, Newsmax has reached a settlement with Dominion Voting Systems. This comes months after legal battles over claims made by and about the 2020 election. Now, remember, Dominion already settled with Fox News for nearly $800 million last year. Now, Newsmax, a smaller but still influential conservative network, is writing its own check. Now, you may be asking yourself, is 2025? Why does this matter? And it matters because it's about accountability for misinformation. These cases show that saying anything just for ratings or saying anything just for clicks can come with $1 billion price tag. Free speech is protected, but defamation is not. Let me say that again. Free speech is protected, but defamation is not protected. Networks that amplified false claims are now being forced to pay up. The settlement also matters for media trust. When viewers see a network backtrack, apologize, or settle, it chips away at credibility. And credibility is the only real currency that media has. For Dominion, this is about repairing their reputation after being dragged into conspiracy theories. The broader takeaway: we're in a new era where election lies have legal and financial consequences. That should make every outlet, left or right, think twice about what they put on air. Dominion still has lawsuits pending against other figures, so this is not the end of the story. Coming up, deadly attacks in Ukraine before Trump's meeting with Zelenskyy, Newsom's warnings, and echoes of Munich 1938. So, Ukraine civilians were killed in a Russian attack hours before Trump and Zelenskyy met. Human cost first, then politics. Trump wants to strengthen his optics, and Zelenskyy wants aid and leverage. Add whispers of Trump, Putin's face-to-face. History buffs, like myself, are comparing it to Munich in 1938. Now, I understand it's a different era. This was the pre-World War II era, but the risks are the same. The photo ops without real consequences. Stakes, they hit our wallets, our borders, and our rights. When we come back, we're going to talk inflation, Volkswagen's pay to drive. Donald Trump met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. This took place at the White House. The tone was different from earlier meetings. Trump encouraged Zelenskyy to wear a suit instead of military fatigues. And Zelenskyy delivered a letter from his wife to Melania Trump. The optics were warmer, even personal. But let's talk substance. Zelenskyy stood firm. No giving up of land, no recognizing Crimea as Russian. Trump suggested possible security guarantees for Ukraine, but ruled out U.S. troops. European leaders, including Prime Minister Starmer and France's President Macron, joined the talks to show solidarity with Ukraine. The elephant in the room was Putin. Zelenskyy said that he's open to a three-way meeting with Trump and Putin, but only if Ukraine's sovereignty is respected and territorial integrity is guaranteed. So, where does this leave us? Diplomacy is back on stage. Zelenskyy avoided being cornered. Europe showed up to make sure Ukraine wasn't left alone. And the bottom line is the U.S. and its allies are trying to balance optics, unity, and pressure. Putin still casts a shadow over the process, but today showed Zelenskyy has friends in the room. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, of course. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at The Diamond K Show. Of course, on Substack, I am Diamond K. On youtube.com/djdiamondk. And as always, visit onfirebroadcasting.com. Get ready for Stadium Summer HBCU Fest. Calling all HBCU alumni and friends. It's the Labor Day Sunday turn up. It goes down August the 31st from 3 to 9 p.m. at Power Plant Live. It is Stadium's Summer HBCU Fest, the We Outside finale for the grown and the sexy. You can get those tickets right now at stadium.com. Want to advertise here? Email djdiamondk@gmail.com for more info. Your man Diamond K in here, of course. Now let's talk about cars. Volkswagen is testing a subscription model where you pay to unlock the full horsepower that your car already has. Very interesting. Now, certain ID.3 electric models come with a 201 horsepower. Right. But the vehicle is actually capable of 228 horsepower. To get that extra boost, you've got to pay a monthly fee or a one-time unlock charge. Now, here's the issue. Your car already has the power. They're just charging you to use it. Consumers are not going to like this. This is like a video game. But for your ride, and if Volkswagen makes money from it, then other automakers are going to follow. Regulators and attorneys are watching. The question is this fair? Is this safe? Is this legal? This might be the start of a slippery slope in the auto industry. Gloucester Township, it just passed a law that can punish parents for their kids' behavior. If a minor repeatedly causes disturbances, first offense, the parents may be ordered to supervise. Second offense, parents could face fines up to $2,000 or up to 90 days in jail. Community standards, they matter, but punishment without support, it doesn't fix the problem. If you hold parents accountable, you must also provide programs, rec centers, mentorship. Some folks, they need more help than others. Parenting does not come with a handbook or a manual or PDF instructions. It is serious stuff, and it is difficult stuff. And hopefully something, better can come out of this. I don't know what's going to happen with this New Jersey thing. They might be going a little bit far with this. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Of course, at the Diamond K Show on Substack. I am Diamond K on youtube.com/djdiamondk. And as always, onfirebroadcasting.com. What's up, family? It's your man Diamond K. Of course, this is the Diamond K Show, where we make sense of the headlines and the hustle behind them. My name is Diamond K. We are here weekdays, 6 p.m. at onfirebroadcasting.com. Of course, on YouTube, DJ Diamond K. Of course, on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you get your podcasts, just search the Diamond K Show. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. I am there. Make sure you follow me everywhere on social, Instagram, TikTok, X, etc., at the Diamond K Show. Tap in with my Substack, and that is Diamond K for exclusive posts and bonus audio. Guess who's back in the bakery? Your favorite alcohol-infused cakes are back, just in time for birthdays, celebrations, or just because. Let's make it sweet. That 10-inch bundt cake is only $75. You can call or text 410-961-9936 or visit bartendingbutterfly.com to order today. That's bartendingbutterfly.com. Now, if you want to advertise your business on the Diamond K Show, email me at djdiamondk@gmail.com or visit onfirebroadcasting.com. All right, family, let's talk about it. And it happened recently in Alaska on August the 15th. Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin held their first face-to-face meeting in years at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska. So what happened? They talked Ukraine. Putin asked for several areas to be ceded in exchange for a pause in hostilities. The nerve of this guy. Trump called the summit productive, but admitted there was no agreement, no ceasefire, no signed documents. And this is from the man who campaigned on being able to stop the war just like it ain't nothing. And he said falsely that if he had been in office, Putin wouldn't have dared attack and all that kind of stuff. But now he is shifting. Donald Trump has been pushing earlier this year for a ceasefire, like some type of a framework. After this summit, he pivoted, basically saying it's on Zelenskyy to cut his own deal with Putin. Now, that is a dramatic change. It seems that Trump is admitting that he is unable to influence or bring about an end to this conflict. So who won? Putin did. He got the optics of meeting a U.S. president on American soil with no concessions. Trump got headlines, but without deliverables, he risks looking like he gave the meeting away. And Ukraine and Zelenskyy, they're just left out. Imagine watching two world leaders talk about your future while you're not even in the room. Now, why does any of this matter? The summit did not change the war on the ground. It did shift the diplomatic ground. It signaled to Europe and NATO allies that Trump may be more open to Putin's terms than Biden ever was. That's going to have ripple effects. So no ceasefire, no peace deal, just a lot of optics, and Putin dictating the tempo in Anchorage. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show. Of course, on Substack, I am Diamond K. On YouTube, DJ Diamond K. And as always, visit onfirebroadcasting.com. I want to talk a little bit about bartending butterfly. Guess who's back in the bakery? The alcohol-infused cakes are back. They are perfect for birthdays, celebrations, or just because. Now, we're talking about Bartending Butterflies 10-inch bundt cakes. They're $75. You can call or text 410-961-9936 or visit bartendingbutterfly.com. That is bartendingbutterfly.com. Now, of course, this is the Diamond K Show, and if you want to advertise here, you want your business heard here, make sure you email djdiamondk@gmail.com. Now, welcome back to the Diamond K Show, and I want to talk a little bit about money, tech, and business. Now, inflation has been rising the fastest in 3 years. Now, let's get into sports and culture. Colin Kaepernick's story. We learned this week that ESPN has stepped away from producing the multi-part Kaepernick documentary series that was being directed by Spike Lee. The official reason given: creative differences. But here's the thing. People are not buying it. ESPN is heavily tied to the NFL financially. And Colin Kaepernick's story is one that the NFL has been uncomfortable with for years. Let's rewind for a minute. In 2016, Kaepernick took a knee during the national anthem to protest police brutality and racial injustice. That single act made him one of the most polarizing athletes in American history. Supporters said that he stood for justice. Critics and the NFL treated him as a problem that they wanted to erase. By 2017, Kaepernick was essentially blackballed from the league. Despite being healthy and capable, no team signed him again. Since then, his story has grown beyond football. He's become a cultural figure, an activist, and a symbol of protest in sports. The ESPN Spike Lee project was supposed to be the definitive docuseries. Interviews, behind the scenes, the real story from Kaepernick himself. Now, with ESPN backing away, it raises two big questions. Did the NFL pressure ESPN behind the scenes? Will the full, unfiltered story of Colin Kaepernick ever be told? Because, let's be real, the NFL wants to move on. They'd rather talk about Super Bowl ratings than acknowledge the way they treated Colin Kaepernick. ESPN, as the NFL's biggest media partner, has every reason not to ruffle feathers. But the culture isn't moving on. Whether the documentary lands on Netflix or Amazon or HBO Max, people want the story. Because this isn't just about football. It's about America, race, protests, free speech, and power. And here's my take. You can't deny it. You can try to soften it, but the Colin Kaepernick story will get told. And when it does, it'll be bigger than ever, because the truth always has a way of coming out. CityView presents the Alumni Day Party Series, Carver Meets Edmondson. It all goes down Sunday, August the 24th from 4 to 8 p.m. Music by DJ Eli, and it is all powered by TSB. Wear your school colors. Admission is free. Parking is free. And the entertainment is live. Bring a canned good or school supplies because they're trying to give back to the community. It all goes down at CityView, 6700 Security Boulevard, Gwen Oak, Maryland, 21207. Make sure you're there. Want to plug your event right here on the Diamond K Show? Email me at djdiamondk@gmail.com. Of course, you can catch us live weekdays, 6 p.m. at onfirebroadcasting.com, on youtube.com/djdiamondk, on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you get your podcasts. Of course, that includes Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Follow me everywhere at The Diamond K Show, and subscribe to my Substack, that is Diamond K, for extra commentary and bonus content. Make sure you visit us on firebroadcasting.com for advertising, bookings, or partnerships. Email me, djdiamondk@gmail.com. My name is Diamond K. Be safe, be smart, and as always, keep it logical. I'll see you tomorrow. Waist beads by Shantae. It's more than just jewelry. It's a statement. From tradition to fashion, from self-love to empowerment. These handcrafted waist beads are designed to celebrate you. Whether you wear them for beauty, confidence, or connection, Waist Beads by Shantae brings color, culture, and energy to every curve. Perfect for any occasion or no occasion at all. Add a touch of elegance, a spark of confidence, and a reminder of your personal journey. Custom designs, vibrant colors, made with love. Waist Beads by Shantae adorn your waist, embrace your power.
Where the party at? High roller in the building, Diamond K in the mix. East side, west side, everybody turn up quick.
Who run the city? Who run the city? High roller records, Diamond K is litty.
East side, west side, whole squad getting busy. Where the pie, west side, whole squad getting busy.
Where the party is? Right here. Where the bottles at? From Park Heights down to Monument Street. We keep it turned up, everybody on beat. We keep it turned up, everybody on beat. Yeah, I'm pulling up heavy bottles in the sky. High roller records, we certified. Diamond K on the set, keep the club on fire. East side stand up, west side get high. Shout out North Ed, Greenmount 2, Emerson, Pulaski, what it do? Pennsylvania Ave, you already know. Baltimore City, we run this show. We know. Who run the city? We know.
East side, west side, high roll records, Diamond K.
Turn the club up every night, every day. Turn the club up every night, every day.
Ladies in the back, shake it, don't stop. Big boys in the front, make the bottles pop. We run these streets, club pack wall to wall. Shout out Bel Air Road, shout out Moravia, yo. East side divas, west side queens. We the livest city that you ever seen. From Lexington Market to Patrick Vibes. Baltimore Club, we gon' keep it alive.